Thinking about living right in the middle of Orange County? Let's jump into Google Maps and explore Tustin and Santa Ana, two super central, underrated cities that just might surprise you. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alfred Sandoval and I help people relocate all over Orange County. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss any of our neighborhood tours, pros and cons, and map breakdowns. And if you are moving here in the next 9 or 90 days, my team and I would love to help. Check the description for all the ways to connect with us. All right, let's pull up Google Maps. First, location and commutes. I want to start off by showing you geographically Orange County in relation to the surrounding areas. Where you can see here where my cursor is going around here, that border is all of Orange County. So as you can see, Santa Ana is right here and a little bit to the right of that. You can't see it right now, but it's next door is Tustin. It's the city next over. So to give you an idea, Tustin and Santa Ana, you're literally about a 15-minute drive to what we call John Wayne Airport. The initials are SNA, also known as Santa Ana. And from here, from this general area, if you go on the 405 here, this will take you all the way to Los Angeles Airport, known as LAX. So this just gives you a general idea. These two cities, Santa Ana and Tustin, are literally dead smack, well, a little bit north of Orange County. So it's well situated. As you can see, there's highways around there, there's toll roads. So it's a very good location in terms of in relation to other cities, the coastline, and Los Angeles. Now let's look at Tustin. Some of the Tustin highlights are Tustin Ranch, which is a beautiful master planned golf course community. Homes here are in the $1 million to $2 million range. You have, for example, also, if we look at Old Town Tustin, which is charming historic area with shops, restaurants, and homes that range from $700,000 up to $1.2 million. This map here is Tustin. As you can see from the outline here, if you can see this gray outline, that is the Tustin area. This right here is North Tustin. If you go south, well, actually to the right here, I guess a little southeast, that is where Tustin Ranch is. Beautiful golf course. There's a lot of homes built there around that surrounding area. And when you go south here, you will hit the southern part of Tustin. There's a part that's called Old Tustin, which is down in this area down here, and that's a whole different set of homes. So North Tustin up here, you have beautiful large homes, like ranch style, just beautiful landscaping. So that's one type of home. And you can see here the prices up here. You're looking at roughly, with today's prices, 1.5 on up, depending, of course, on the location and the size of the lot and the actual property. To the right here is Tustin Ranch, and you can see here. Well, let's go back to North Tustin here. You can see, for example, here's a home. As you can see here, 1.6, and this is not an extremely large home. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,000 square feet. But as you can see, I mean, it's landscaped really beautiful. Usually these homes are single story, what we would call like ranch style, nice driveway. And it's just a beautiful home. So that's one type of home, and that type of home usually you will find in North Tustin. If you go over here, for example, over here, let's go to this 2.3. This is over there by the Tustin Ranch area. As you can see, this is a little bit larger home, 2.4 million, 5-bedroom, 3.5 baths, a little bit larger. But you also will have some condos. This is like a townhouse here, 1.4 million. This gives you a general idea. This is a kind of a townhouse. You can see they're kind of, I don't want to say the word, it sounds, maybe doesn't sound good, like cookie cutter type homes or later developments, as opposed to if you go down south here, you'll find homes that are older, like these, for example. This looks like it's the exterior is wood. You have different style here. It's another type of style here. So you have a variety in Tustin. It all depends what type of property you are looking for. So if you want something that's spread out and maybe you don't want to climb stairs, you want a beautiful, peaceful neighborhood with beautiful frontage, where you have a beautiful you want a long, beautiful driveway, then I would say North Tustin would be the choice for you. If you like to play golf and want a newer community that's well planned, then most likely you're better off going to like Tustin Ranch. And if you want an older type style home, like a Victorian or a Craftsman, you have Old Tustin. So that gives you a good variety, and the prices range depending on what street you're talking about, what area, what part of Tustin. If it's Old Tustin, if it's North Tustin, if it's Tustin Ranch, it could vary. I mean, there's a wide range. If you can see on the map here, you probably, it depends if you're talking about a condo, etc. But typically, if you're looking at a home, you're looking at $1 million on up. Here's one over here, 3.7. This is 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and 3,400 square feet. So it all depends what your budget is and what type of property you're looking for. If you don't want to walk upstairs and maybe you're retired, etc., probably North Tustin is a better choice for you. So that gives you kind of a general idea. So you can see these homes over here. This 1.9 here is more of a newer type property that's been planned, and the homes are kind of this design. This here to the right for 1.8, that's more like the older type of property. When I say older, 50 plus years. The one on the left here, as you can see by the construction, that's newer. So there you go. Depending on what you're looking for, you have it all here in Tustin. And like I mentioned earlier, you have access to various freeways, various toll roads. This 261 here is a toll road. There's another one that's 241, and it takes you further up north. And up north, what is up north, it actually cuts through some hills and will take you to the 91 freeway, excuse me. And that's a highway that runs east-west, and that'll take you, for example, to going east towards Riverside County, the county over. So, and then you have the John Wayne Airport, or SNA as it's known. There's local flights you can get there, and also internationally with connections like in Texas, etc. If you don't want to go to LAX, you have that airport which is nearby. So there you have it. Next, I will show you Santa Ana. Santa Ana is right here. It's a little bit, just a little bit further north. It's actually the city next over, so it's pretty close. So Tustin is a smaller city that has about 80,000 people. Santa Ana has about 315,000, so it's much larger. I would say it's more diverse culturally than Tustin. And Santa Ana has different pockets, different areas, depending on what part of the city you're looking at. There's some major streets here. If we zoom in here, Here you go, Santa Ana. You have different communities. You have also similar to Tustin, and actually, if you look at the map here, Orange as well. Santa Ana, Orange, Tustin, Fullerton up here. Those cities have actually older homes. When I say older, like in the early 1900s. When I say older, you have like different styles like craftsman's, Victorian style homes. So Tustin has that as well. So does Santa Ana. So, and then Santa Ana, you also have certain neighborhoods that, you know, homes that are built in the 50s, 60s, what I would call ranch style. In the northern part of Santa Ana, bordering Orange, up here, you have, let me see if I can find, let me put this map here. Here's, this border here is Orange County. And if you look up in this area, this is Santa Ana here. Ross Street, kind of where the courthouse, the federal building is in downtown Santa Ana. It's $1 million. But you have homes here. Tustin and Santa Ana are smack dab in central Orange County. What that means is 10 to 20 minutes to most other Orange County cities, 15 minutes to John Wayne Airport, 45 minutes to an hour if you are heading up to LA, depending on traffic. I am currently outside of Floral Park. As you can see behind me is Victoria Drive, and I will walk down there and show you some of the homes. This Floral Park is one of the nicer areas of Santa Ana. So we're in the most northern part of Santa Ana. So let me show you the street. So this area here that's outlined here in blue, next to the 5 freeway here, this part is called Floral Park. And no, unless you're a local, you wouldn't even know it exists, because this area here is like you're in another town. You would think wouldn't be in California. You have this Victoria Street right here that you can see my cursor. I mean, you walk this is 17th Street here. So north of 7th Street, 17th here, this is it's like a whole different city, and it's Santa Ana. The further you go south, the homes are different. The going south, meaning going towards Costa Mesa, towards the beach. Here in North Park, it's just a beautiful area. I mean, there's different parks. You see here, there's Jack Fisher Park. There's an area, to give you an idea, they have different names, different parks. So this area here is Floral Park. You have Jack Fisher Park. There's another park nearby that's called Morrison Park. I am now entering an area that's called Morrison Park. I just wanted to show you, I'll flip the camera around so you can see the beautiful streets. Tree-lined streets are very beautiful. But Victoria here, just to drive through that street, and actually it's just beautiful. The holidays, you have homes here. Here's an example here. Well, this is actually on Flower, not too far. Flower is this street right over here where my pointer is. That's 1.7. So you have those type of homes. You have just mansions that you would think you were watching an old movie, an old classic. So, and you're probably talking, up to $3, $4, $5 million. That price range. I mean, this house right here on Flower Street, this is a 4.3, 1.8, and Flower Street, which is right here, it's somewhat of a little, I guess it's fair to say it's a busy street. Whereas Victoria here, it's kind of it's kind of secluded here, this area. But anyway, that gives you an idea of the market here in Santa Ana. And like I said, culturally, you have different cultures. South of here, south of 17th, which is down here, it's more, and here's like French Park. Like I said, there's other parks. Washington Park is another beautiful area. West Floral Park, there's there's just a lot. But this area here is a very beautiful area. If you want to live in an old, like a Craftsman or a Victorian home, and you want like a mansion, this would be the place to buy. It's very expensive. You have other parks here like French Park, Washington Square, Morrison Park, which surrounds here. It's not as expensive you are nearby. So I thought I'd mention that. Santa Ana, if I zoom out, see, this is Floral Park, and Santa Ana continues. This is the most, I guess, the furthest northern part of Santa Ana. As you go south here, it's a whole, different types of neighborhoods. Very nice still, but it doesn't compare to Floral Park. Floral Park is kind of a unique area. And you are close to freeways. Here's a 5 freeway, which is a major freeway. I might have mentioned in another video, this 5 freeway takes you down south to the border with Mexico, and as far north as Canada. It's like an 800-mile stretch. And one thing about California, there are many highways, and we have very good signage. It's almost impossible to get lost. I mean, literally, even without a navigation system, there are signs everywhere. So the 5 freeways here, the 22 freeways here, which runs east-west. This 22 freeway eventually, to give you an idea, flows into the 405 out here. So if you wanted to go to LAX, for example, you can just hop on the 22, which eventually connects to the 405, which goes this way and takes you to LAX. So plenty of transportation, plenty of highways, beautiful area. Depends on what you're looking for, what type of style. If you want to go further south, there's some beautiful neighborhoods out here. And then you're approaching Costa Mesa, which is a beautiful city. There's South Coast Plaza, which might be one of the largest plazas, shopping centers in the whole country. Actually, I think a lot of tourists that come to Southern California are taken there. So you're approaching here. So Santa Ana, as you can see here, and you can see the ocean back here. So you're not far from the ocean, depending on what time you're going. The time of day can be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depends. So it's very well situated, Santa Ana, and a lot of beautiful cities around here. Like I said, there's a variety of types of homes. So anyway, that's another good option here for North Orange County, and Santa Ana's situated a little bit more on the northern part, but very well situated and with many options. You have a lot of great cities around it. You have, for example, Anaheim, which is right here, which is where a Disneyland is, the original Disneyland. You're literally like 10 minutes from there. So a lot to choose from. So in terms of amenities, Tustin has a lot of amenities. There's a lot of great parks. You have the Great Park, for example, in not too far from Tustin, which is Irvine next door. You have a lot of great parks, a lot of great neighborhoods in Tustin, very family-oriented type neighborhoods. Santa Ana, for example, going to Santa Ana, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of different parks. There's shopping centers, and then just south of Santa Ana, South Coast Plaza, the beautiful shopping center, a lot of great restaurants around there. There's a lot to do in these two cities. So depending on what you're up for that day, and if you have kids, what you want to do. And like I mentioned, you're not too far from the beach, 20, 30 minute drive at the most. And there are lots to do, that's for sure. So depending on what lifestyle you want and what amenities you want and what type of neighborhood you want to live in, I mean, do you want a master plan community, or do you want to live near a golf course? Do you want an older type home, like a ranch style? You have that possibility. Do you want to live in an older type home, like a ranch style, a Victorian, a Tudor style? You have all those options in these two cities, Tustin and Santa Ana. So, and they are not far from each other. These cities here, Santa Ana, Tustin, Orange, Irvine, Anaheim, they're all pretty close. When I say close, roughly 10-minute drive, unless there's a lot of traffic, maybe 20 minutes. But all these cities here that you can see, they're all relatively close. So it all depends in the end is, what type of property do you want? You want to be, like I said, amongst a lot of people with newer builds, then most likely Tustin might be a good area for you. If you play golf, maybe Tustin Ranch. If you just kind of want peace and quiet, like in Tustin, probably North Tustin is a better option. You have big, beautiful homes there, beautiful yards. The frontage, the view of the home is a spectacular, well-manicured neighborhoods. That would be an option. And if you're more into, maybe you want to be closer to the ocean or other types of amenities or other type of home, maybe a typical house that was built in the 1950s, 60s, you probably have more of those in Santa Ana than in Tustin. And so it all depends what you're looking for. So lots of options here, many to choose from. It all comes down to what you're looking for and what your budget is. So, and we're talking about anywhere from 1.2 million to 4 million. So it depends what your price tag is, what you can qualify for, what type of mortgage you're looking for. But definitely you have a wide range here. And like I said, all these cities around here, they're all within a 10-minute drive from each other. Some of the Santa Ana highlights are the Arts District, which is a vibrant downtown area with murals, nightlife, and food spots. Housing starter homes range from $600,000 on up. Larger homes in North Santa Ana go for much more. Strong cultural vibe, lots of authentic Mexican food, festivals throughout the year, amenities. Both cities have easy access to South Coast Plaza, which is one of the biggest malls in the United States. There are great parks, schools. You also get that balance of urban and suburban living life depending on which pocket you are in. So that's a quick map tour of Tustin and Santa Ana. Central, diverse, and full of hidden gems. Which one do you think fits your lifestyle better? Tustin with its planned communities or Santa Ana with its arts and cultural vibe? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you're planning a move to Orange County, reach out. My team and I are here to help. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.